What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. In today's video, we're going to talk about how the Dow is down more than 300 points as interest rates creep higher. So the obvious question of this Monday afternoon is the bull market coming to an end, or is this just a garden variety correction? All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Monday to you. Full disclosure, I went out not once, but twice this week, Friday and Saturday. And if you've been around for any length of time, you know that I only go out once a week typically. But I had a fantastic time, a wink and a nod, if you know what I'm saying, on both nights. But I'm dragging ass today, but duty calls. And if you're new around here, welcome. I swear, like a drunken fucking sailor, we don't edit around here, and you'll never find me hiding under this motherfucking desk. I'm here to tell you, as I've been saying now for the last several months, we are in the midst of the largest, most powerful secular bull market in human history. And between now and roughly 2035, the Dow, in my opinion, is going to double. The NASDAQ is going to triple, if not more. But as I've been saying now for 2 weeks, we're way overbought. Stochastics, RSI, and MACD. Even after the 400-point drawdown in the Dow, we were still above 80 on all the major averages, with the exception of the IWM, which actually sliced down and through its 50-day moving average. The exact same location that I've been saying those other three indices need to go. So today is round one. We're either going down another 3 or 4%, or we're going sideways for another week or two to work off this excess. And in the process, when you're dealing with small cap penny stocks, in most cases that are trading under $1, there's generally a 2 or 3x deviation. What do I mean by that? Well, if the market or the IWM is down 1%, we're typically, based on the type of stocks we're going to trade, we're going to be down 3%. And at worst case this morning, I was down 3.79% to be exact. And I've got bigger positions in terms of size and percent holding, as most of you do. Let's review. You should not put more than 10% or thereabouts into one idea. So if you got 10 grand, you put 500 in, half a position to open. Then you add small, another 1%. Goes down a little further, another 1%. Goes down a little bit more, another 1%. And unlike some of the pussies, actually, let me rephrase that. Motherfucking pussies that aren't paying their bill because they can't handle the volatility. You must know that Warren Buffett is one example. He bought Oxy Petroleum, and he's still down on the position, OXY, more than 50 times in the last 2.5 years. He bought Bank of America coming out of the 2009 low when it was less than $2 a share, more than 65 times. It's not a one and done game. You have no idea, nor do I, where these stocks are going to bottom. They'll keep going down as far as the market, the bots, and the paper hands want them to go. And when I put a red circle on one of our 7 core holdings today, I guarantee we had some snowflakes that blew out. They don't give a fuck about you or me. Might be a problem here. We need to get out. So in closing, why did I do that? Did I mention I had a really good time Friday and Saturday night? One of the largest shareholders of this particular stock that I put a red circle, which means hold on, just filed Chapter 11 this morning. And it was trading down 50% in the pre-market. And I said, until I find out what this means, because they own a lot of the stock that we own, I'm putting a red circle on it, which means hold. My average $1.20, last trade 91.5. Is that a fucking disaster? No, but it is down 13% on the day, and it may in fact go fucking lower. But if they do what I told them when I reached out once again to investor relations this morning as your activist, hey, you need to put out a statement. You need to clarify that their Chapter 11 has absolutely nothing other than the fact that they own your stock to do with your company. But because they're in a quiet period and earnings are due on Valentine's Day, the 14th, they may not say anything until then because they're legally bound in most cases not to say anything. So if they don't say anything between now and the 14th, it's not because there's a problem under the hood. There may be. And based on my experience, when you don't know what the fuck is going on, just hold on. Let it go down another nickel or a dime if it wants to. If it shows signs of life and bounces back up over $1 where it was in the pre-market before 99% of you even knew what the fuck was going on with it, then it's a very good sign. And that's what I wanted to convey to you guys in the Discord on Friday night. By the way, somebody said to me, it looks like you're grinding. Yeah, that's called Trident gum. By the way, here's something else you probably haven't known about me. I've never done a line of cocaine in my life. Pills. Yeah, this is what I got hooked on when I was a young man. That and booze. I remember sitting, well, here's a real tangent. Sorry, Mom. I was in a VIP lounge at the Baja Beach Club in Fort Lauderdale, probably 1996. And this real hot chick that was sitting on my lap pushes a fucking BMW key in front of me, her car, and it was piled about that fucking high with you know what. And I said to myself, if I do this, my life is over. Because I saw a lot of my friends go down in flames. That graduates to crack, which graduates to meth, and then it's lights out, I motherfucking Irene. So I have never done any. I've done a little bit of this and a lot of that when I was younger, but not 1 ounce of anything other than a toke on the peace pipe in 15 fucking years. So when I did that video on Friday night, which was only shared inside of the Discord, I was chewing gum and I had had about 3 or 4 martinis or Tito's soda and pineapple at the time. And hey, is there anything out there like this? Why do I only get 500 views? Because they shadow ban me. I swear too much and I can't stand Joe Biden. So if you like him, get the fuck off my channel. But the message of that video, could it possibly offend anybody else? Charlie, anything? This guy told us to buy the stock that starts with L. He's also telling us to hang in there. Don't worry, be happy. Remember that song? I'm steering the ship, folks. I've been around the fucking block. 30 years trading, half of that as a broker from 93 to 07. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Most of you had no idea that CANO was a large shareholder in the stock that we own. I did. So when I saw the Chapter 11 headline this morning, I said, hold on, we're not adding any more. You have to trust my judgment. Even after a day like this, when it's fucking ugly with the Dow down more than 300, at one point it was over 400 points, we're down 3.5 or 4%. If you're managing risk the way I tell you to do, and that's 10% per idea, you add small into weakness, and then you quit being a fucking pussy, and you learn how to take a fucking punch, you're going to be just fine. We're going to get through this in about another 100 landmines before this thing is done in 2035. So until next time, always remember that I love you, and thanks for watching. Did I mention Friday and Saturday?